Huh? What happened? It didn't flush. It didn't flush. Mm. Go. That's a thing. Hello, party people! I'm looking a little gray. I muddled around with the green screen settings for a bit because things weren't looking right, and then I realized that my lights were on, and that was affecting things. So, sorry about that. We've got Triple X 47 in the chat, who is a close friend of mine. Thanks for hanging out. How has your week been?
No messages for you, Commander.
We are gonna be going straight into the Reaper IFF missions, because let me tell you a story. You see this little stop missile attack thing? It's one of these side assignments, and I've been going through all the side assignments that I have scheduled right now because yes, all good, sir. Awesome. Glad to see you here. Um, any highlights? What have you been working on? So yes, I've been doing all my little assignments throughout the game, right? Because I just don't want to leave any stone unturned. And one of these assignments was to stop this missile attack on this moon called Franklin. But what ended up happening was I got to the end of that assignment. Mills. Alright. Alright. Care to go into any more detail? You working for Mills? Doing some editing, some cinematography, doing some directing? Franklin, right? I get to the end of this very short mission, and the game freezes. You're producing, so she's directing them? So go into this mission. I'm gonna stop I'm gonna stop doing two stories. Let's focus on you, Alex. I wanna be like you. How sweet. How sweet. Well, yes, if any of you don't know, I am la producer. I like to do producing things. I like to manage stuff. She's also producing. Is she producing and directing? Yes. Nice. Can you talk about the project at all, or is it hush hush, top secret? Hush hush stuff. I understand. I understand. Well, I'm glad you're getting back in the game. I think a lot of people now that the vaccine for COVID is rolling out are getting a lot more comfortable going back on set or doing smaller projects with friends. So I'm glad you are one of those people. And I wish you luck. I wish you and Mills luck. Both great people, doing great work. Um, but yeah, as I was saying, with this side mission assignments, right? I wanted to get them all done. So I had like 4 left. And I'm like, okay, let's stop this missile attack on this moon. I do the mission, it's like 10 minutes, super, super quick. And then at the end, the game freezes. I'm like, okay, thanks, man. You're welcome, Triple X 47. Love it. I get to the end of the mission. Side quests are the best, usually. But I get to the end of this side mission. Game freezes, right? Frozen. Okay, I'll restart my Xbox. A lot of the times with these side missions or side assignments in any role-playing game, the QC can be a little less, so things can get a little buggy or quirky, and I'm like, okay, this is fine. Try to load back into my save on Mass Effect. Mind you, I have almost 50 hours in this save, not counting everything I did in Mass Effect 1 because I've ported this character over. And it says, you cannot load into this game because you do not have Zaid, Kasumi, Firewalker, basically a bunch of these downloadable content pieces for the game that give me these extra characters, extra guns, and whatever. Xbox is basically saying, you haven't purchased these yet, and they aren't on your game, so you can't load into this. It's like a firewall safety thing. And I'm like, okay, that's weird, because I have them all purchased. And then when I go into my downloadable content, the things aren't checked, but it has shown that I've bought them. So I just try reinstalling all of them. Still doesn't work. Still giving me the same error message. So now I'm freaking out because I can't get into my loaded game. I am just doing these assignments just to do them. I'm like 5 hours from the end of the game, and I just want to get to Mass Effect 3. That's like been my goal the whole time. And I'm thinking like, I can't finish this game. I'm gonna have to restart Mass Effect 2 all over again, restart all this progress. That's like 1+ year of me working on this. Devastated. I go onto EA's website, I enter a ticket, I'm like, I can't load into my game, it's not working, what do I do? And EA surprisingly still has like support for Mass Effect 2, which is crazy because the game's like 10 years old. So I'm just waiting for this response. And I'm just trying everything I can. Like, what could it be? What am I doing? And I go look on some forums, and it's like, you know, check your games and apps and make sure you still have those DLCs downloaded. I'm like, okay, I'll go into that. And I see the game, and I see they're all downloaded. And I see an option for Mass Effect 2 to install the game. Now, if you have a PS3, you'll know that when you enter the disc in the PS3, it installs the game for you, which basically helps it run faster, I think, is what happens. And so you don't necessarily need to use a disc. It's like saved onto the hard drive. Xbox 360, it never really did that. You can just put your game in and start playing. And if you ever had a PC, back in the days where there were CD-ROMs, you'll know that like when you enter the disc, there's like maybe an hour or 2 of install before you can play the game, and you still need the disc for it. But that's never been a thing with 360. But I saw the install game, and I'm like, might as well try it. I don't know if that'll fix it. So I install the game, takes like 20 minutes, and I come back, and I'm able to get into my loaded game, or saved game. And I'm like, thank God. I still don't know what the issue was. My theory is that what Xbox was doing is was looking at my disc, and then it was grabbing the DLC from like a cloud or something, and basically doing a check to make sure that I've bought those DLC that are downloaded onto my Xbox. And then once it does that check and it links up with EA, then it gives the okay to like play this game. I don't know. That's my theory. And then when I installed it, it basically took the DLC that was on my Xbox and the game and like married the two. Um, that's my theory. In any case, it's working now, and I'm not doing any more buggy assignments if it means I'm gonna lose my entire game. So I'm just gonna do the Reaper IFF mission, which is the next mission. It'll start the end game of Mass Effect 2. I'll recruit one more person, I'll do their loyalty mission, and then I'll do the suicide run and be done, because once I get to the end, I can port my character into Mass Effect 3 and then never have to play Mass Effect 2 on the Xbox 360 ever again. Anyways, that was stressful. But yeah, how's everybody doing? We got some more people. Got 4 whole viewers. It's amazing. I still don't know if all these people are real or not, but we got Arabs, have this too, Just Dance Cog, who is a follower, and Taxiing, Lemon Juice is 12. Thanks everybody for coming and joining me on this fine night. I like Mass Effect, you might like Mass Effect, let's play it together. Why not? Real. Hello, Just Dance Cog. How has your week been? It's Wednesday, it's hump day. What's going on with you? We're gonna take my go-to team is Garrus and Kasumi, because I love Garrus and Kasumi has some cool powers that I like to play with. I am on Insanity. It's been normal. Awesome. Glad to hear. Normal in this day and age, that's a godsend. That's a blessing. We all hope for normal. And I'm glad you got a normal week so far. So we got Garrus, we got Kasumi. I'm playing on Insanity. It's a really hard difficulty. Most of it's just bullshit.
What's about the job, Joker?
Doing my best. The wind's gusting to 500 kph.
Kilometers per hour. We finally transitioned
There's a second ship alongside the Reaper. It's not
to the
transmitting
metric
any
system.
IFF, but the radar
Finally.
thinks its silhouette is Geth.
It only took
I guess we
thousands
know why the
of
science
years.
team stopped reporting in. What just happened?
So we found a
The
derelict
Reaper's
Reaper.
Mass Effect fields are still active. We just passed inside their envelope.
This is a derelict Reaper. Reapers are the big
Hurricane,
bads of
huh?
Mass Effect. And we need to grab this IFF it's basically like a ship identifier that the Reaper has, so that the Normandy can travel into the Collector's base and meet them at their home. So this is the next step into the suicide mission, because our goal here is to defeat the Collectors. Also, I'm gonna get my Locust up, because this is an SMG I got from Kasumi's mission. That person's dead.
Expecting something mechanical and nasty to jump out at any moment. Just like old times.
Just like old times. Another thing that sucks about that freakout I had yesterday where I almost lost my entire game is that I've sort of have this bad taste in my mouth with playing this game right now. Because I'm scared that at any moment some glitch will happen where my save game gets corrupted and I lose all my progress. And that's a shitty feeling to have.
Been installed at the far end of the hold section. We have begun pressurization for shirt sleeves work. The crew is edgy. I reassure them it is mere nerves, a superstitious reaction to what this hold represents. The corpse of a vast ancient life form. Privately, I can't deny the atmosphere. The angles of the walls seem to press down on you. I find myself clenching my teeth.
Okay. Yes, Reaper's indoctrination. That's what that little codex says. So what I think happened is these Cerberus or potentially non-Cerberus people were studying the Reaper to understand more about them and like how things work, because after the Reaper almost invasion, there's a need to understand Reaper tech. But something to be careful about with the Reapers is that they have this ability to indoctrinate you. So I think that's what that guy was experiencing, a little bit of indoctrination and not really knowing who he was or where he needs to be.
We finished cataloging specimens
a different guy.
A203 to B016. No evidence of active nanotechnology noted. Dr. Chandana believes they would have decayed over the last 37 million years. There's not enough data to support his claim. He asserts that the truth is patently obvious. I am concerned. Chandana has been staring at the samples for hours. He says he's listening to them.
Indoctrinated. Getting indoctrinated by them. Oh.
Normandy to shore party.
What just happened?
The Reaper put up kinetic barriers. I don't think we can get through from our side.
Trapped inside a Reaper. Could be worse. Don't know how, but I guess it could be full of rats.
Kasumi. Maybe we can shut them off. What else can we try? Just blast us out. This is clearly the Renegade option. Just blast us out.
We'll have to take down the barrier generators from in here. Any idea where they are?
At the moment of activation, I detected a heat spike in what is likely the Rex Mass Effect core, sending the coordinates now. Be advised, this core is also maintaining the Reaper's altitude.
So when we take the barriers down to escape, the wreck falls into the planet core.
And that means everyone dies. Yeah, I got it.
If any helmsman can pull us off this thing before it reaches crush depth, it's you. We'll make a sweep for survivors and recover what data we can. Stand by.
Aye, aye. Good hunting.
So essentially I'm stuck on this Reaper right now, and I'm gonna have to shut down the Mass Effect core. It's gonna fall into the sun, and then Joker's gonna have to save me. But I still want to go through and get as much data as possible, specifically this Reaper IFF.
You're married? You never mentioned that.
Katie had anger management issues. When my brother got married, the best man tried to hit on her. She kicked him down the church steps.
What?
Nice.
Katie's my wife. I must have told you this story.
They're losing
No,
their minds.
I know my wife. I remember that day was the only time I saw her wear stockings.
Yeah, the kind with seams up the back. That's what I remember too.
What the hell is this? How can we remember the same thing?
The Reaper doing a job on their minds. Did I get that right?
Yeah, you did get that right, Kasumi. Explosive crate. Does that mean combat? Yes, it does. Heads up! What the fuck is that? I think there's some husks. Oh my god, oh my god! Where did they come from? Holy crap! I'm definitely dead. Or not. Literally, they appeared out of nowhere, right? That's not just me. I'm gonna switch to my plasma shot. Oh yeah, that's why I have Shockwave. Shockwave is one of the additional abilities I can get. The reason why I have it is because of the husks, because they usually form a line, like a straight line towards you, and Shockwave will hit them all, because it goes underground, and then it bounces them off. Which is nice. That's a nice thing. I like being able to take out people. Oh, and that's actually a good point for... So generally, I haven't talked about this before, my style of play... Oh, that's where they came from. Underground. Oh, there's one that's on fire. My style of play, I'm playing Adept, which is like biotics heavy class. And I'm better mid to long range. In mid to long range combat. And what husks do, along with other close combat people like Krogan, Varen, Mechs, they all just run straight at you. And what makes Shockwave good is if they run at you in a line, you can sort of push them all off of you, disrupt their line straight to you, and giving you more time to throw another biotic ability at them or kill with your shotgun. Oh my god, there's throw it again. Look at that line. As effective, because I think their armor was still up. Assume he's down. Concussive shot. There you go. Nice. Throw a singularity. I believe all of the people that we're seeing in the clips are now these husks. So that's what happens when there's a Geth attack. The Geth literally spike people and make them turn into these things that they use to kill people. It's great. Love the Geth. Love
Sir, I tell you what, this headache. You'd think Chandana would have let me have a few hours off. Damn! What? The thing, that just gray thing, it disappeared when I looked straight at it. It came out of the damn wall. Where we took off that panel. I didn't see anything. You should lie down. I'm telling you, the ship isn't dead. It knows we're inside it. Calm down. Now I'm
The ship is
getting a
sentient.
headache.
More.
Couldn't see the ship. Survivor from the science team.
Oh, someone's shooting them. Who's here? I actually...
Now what's this?
Sniper rifle damage, nice. Actually, don't remember. Oh, I think I remember who it is. I think I remember. I won't say anything. But yeah, kind of going away from the gameplay for a second and just about the experience of the game. When there was this potential crash where I would have lost all of my data, it really just puts a bad taste in my mouth for the rest of this playthrough. Because, like I was saying before, I'm worried now that some sort of game-breaking glitch will occur that prevents me from loading my saved game. And that's literally something completely out of my control. There's nothing I can do right now to prevent that from happening. And what fixed it was something I have no clear grasp of either. I just tried something and it happened to work. And that's what happens a lot of time with these glitches. And since I'm on console and not on computer, there are less things that I can do to fix it if a glitch does occur. Like on computer with modding communities and everything like that, there's a possibility where I could like go into the code of the game and undo whatever I did. Undo whatever I did that caused the glitch to happen. I don't know a lot about modding, but I'm assuming that's how it works. But now something I'm worried, increasingly worried, as I go through the game and things get more complex, that something out of my control will cause me to, quote-unquote, lose the game forever. Which is a really sucky feeling. And I really enjoy Mass Effect. I enjoy these games. I really like BioWare. Oh my god, I'm surrounded. All of my friends are dead. Oh, couldn't do anything there. See what I mean? I really like Mass Effect, and I like BioWare, and I like this series. That's why I'm playing it again. But if something like a QC error or a code issue or a glitch prevents me from playing the game, it's like... I'm at a loss. It's like a person wanting to see a concert, but then it gets... But the concert gets deleted. I don't know. This pushed me back really far.
Third day with this.
I'm going the wrong way. Okay, oh, I see where I'm going. Okay, so when I died, when I got to that trigger with the shooting of the husks, I think it saved. So like right up here, it saved the game. Yeah, and I just didn't collect
We
it.
can use this.
Yeah. That's nice. So, yeah, not really sure how to feel about it right now, other than I want to finish this game as quickly as possible and not fully enjoy everything, despite me wanting to, because I'm afraid I'll lose everything, and that sucks. But moving on from that, we will stop discussing. And by the way, if anyone in chat wants to chime in on anything we discuss, feel free. Always love the back and forth, but also cool just to hang out and have a good time. I think they're fighting. Yeah. Is it dead end? I don't know. Gotta get out of this. These husks can easily corner me. That's what happened the last time, and I just died because I could not move. Ammo there. I'm gonna switch to my heavy pistol. Gotta be careful I don't back into anything. I disconnect every fucking shot. I think they can literally, like, interrupt my biotics. Oh no. This guy. I hate these. They knock you up. What they do is they have this like big shotgun kind of thing, which knocks you out of cover, which sucks. Yeah, this thing. This blue, it's actually kind of a shockwave type deal. It knocks you out of cover. It interrupts your biotics. And it hits you wherever.
Shields have failed.
See? And it completely kills your shields immediately. So when there's a lot of those husk guys running around, so adamant. When there's a lot of those husk guys running around and one of these guys, it's so annoying. Okay. I won the fight. Kasumi and Garrus are back up. Get some ammo here. Nice, 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 nice. The objective is that way. Let's go explore in this direction for a minute. Oh, there's so many explosive things that it definitely work well with the husks.
Johnson said the ship was dead. We trusted him. He was right. But even a dead god can dream.
How terrifying.
A real god is a verb. Not some old man with magic powers. It's a force. It warps reality just by being there. It doesn't have to want to. It doesn't have to think about it. It just does. That's what Chandana didn't get. Not until it was too late. The god's mind is gone, but it still dreams. He knows now. He's tuned in on our dream. If I close my eyes, I can feel him. I can feel every one of us.
Yeah. How terrifying to lose your mind. Alter.
We've seen these before, Shepard. Dragon's teeth, your people call them. The Geth
Dragon's
use
teeth.
them on Eden Prime.
See how the room is arranged?
It's an altar.
They treated this thing like some kind of altar.
A god.
It does look like that. But why would they want this to happen?
You heard the logs. They were seeing things, hearing things. They were being indoctrinated.
They don't deserve this. I remember these. Nobody touch anything.
I've seen a few myself. On Eden Prime, and a few other places. Keep sharp. The science team was nearly 100 strong. There may be a lot more husks in here.
Oh, there definitely are. Hack the research terminal.
This should come in handy.
Alright, going down. Going down towards the objective.
Equalizing pressure with exterior conditions. Remember, safety is everyone's concern. We have gone 5 days without a workplace death.
Hell, man. Everyone's dead, you dumb computer. Alright, here's the guy. Here's the guy who was shooting at the husks. A Geth? He's not shooting at me. He shot the husk. What's going on? And he's got a part of... What could this be? What could this be? He called me commander. But he's a Geth.
That one hit!
I hate them. I hate them. Uh-oh. I'm stuck again. this ground up here. Because my singularity lasts forever. Haha! It worked. Just keep walking around it until they get caught. And I think they instantly die in my singularity. That's a pretty cool trickaroo, if I don't mind saying.
Hostile! Found no shield!
Oh, here's that scion I was talking about. So, the husks are one thing. They're annoying on their own. Then this mofo comes in. See, this is one of those scenarios where if I knew that I was going to be going against a butt ton of husks, I would have altered my team comp for that. But going into this mission, all I knew was Reaper. The Reapers could mean collectors. They could mean Geth. They could mean husks. They could mean any number of enemy. Which is unfortunate, because there are people in my team, people like Grunt, or others, who are good with against Husk and in like combat situations like this, who I could have easily brought on, but because there isn't really an option or a way to know what kind of enemies you'll be up against before a mission starts, I can't plan accordingly, so I end up just taking the same team members, because they're kind of generally good against everybody. I'm definitely gonna die. I have Unity. Put Unity up, because I need some. Need some targets. I need some people that take these guys out. I want you guys to attack him. You know what I mean? I want to feel big. I want to be big brain. You know. I wanna think. I wanna strategize for every encounter. I want to use my in-game knowledge effectively. This guy's a little too close for comfort. I'm gonna go over here. Gary, so you switch first.
Change weapon!
Oh, there's more. An abomination. Oh god, there's more. And now that I'm in this game, and I'm facing a lot of people with armor, I could probably keep my armor effective guns on. So this cannon, and then having Garrus stand sniper and Kasumi also on this gun as well. Probably be a good call, actually. So I'm gonna do that. because I targeted the lead Husker, knowing that everyone had to come down the same path as him. And then I fired on all the guys coming near him so that they would get pulled in. This one isn't going to be as good. Yeah. That one was a really good target because he was just like front and center. I'm so fucking dead. He was front and center. And so all of the enemies coming towards me had to pass by my singularity that I had cast on him. Which is nice. Getting some ammo. Nice, 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 nice.
Behind us!
Behind us! Thanks, Garrus, my buddy, old friend, old pal of mine. God damn. That did nothing.
Taking heavy fire!
Oh my god, there's a Scion too. See? Look at that bullshit. So, 1 hit takes out my shield. 2 hit brings me to half health. 3 hit, I think, just kills me. So I'm glad there's a little bit of delay, but that's still bullshit. Like, these guys are hard enough on their own. Adding the Scion is just too much. Yeah, I like this. I like this sort of strategy of trying to bottleneck the husks. I think it works pretty effectively. And I get what they're doing by adding the Scion to the fight. Like by pairing up different things together, it makes it harder and it makes the combat more interesting. But half the time what ends up happening is since the Scion's so slow, I just book it the other way.
Lost shield.
Let the Scion fall behind, kill all the husks first, so I just deal with them, and then I just go deal with the Scion as its own enemy. And so that sort of defeats the purpose of including 2 different kinds of enemies in a combat scenario. For you! I should really wait for my shields to regen, but I'm impatient. And I just want to fucking kill him. Did it. I already did that. So I guess I grabbed the med kit already. How's everybody doing? It's Wednesday. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're all here. Great to see you. Love playing games with you. Would love to hear from you if you're willing to share. Oh my god, there's more. There's so many more. Look at this bullshit. I just defeated all of them. Haha, blown to smithereens. Oh, Cerberus shotgun is down there. Given all of these Cerberus things I'm finding, I believe this is probably a Cerberus operation. And knowing Cerberus and how shady they can be, I bet they knew about this the whole time. Didn't tell anybody. This is what happens when you get privately funded. There's more! Ah, haha, my friend, the Scion.
Taking fire.
Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. So what's nice now is that if I stand sort of in front of the singularity, they'll just keep walking towards me. Gonna Unity? Because right now I really need to be careful. Because one of the downside of the Scions, big wombo attack, is that it takes, it's got a delay, right? So he can't kill me instantly. But now that there's 2, they can both shoot, they can shoot 2 at me. And 2 will bring me down to half health if I get hit by them. And then another 2 will just kill me. So I gotta be really, really careful. If I've lost my shield, if I don't have a shield and I get hit by 2 fully, I die. I just insta-die.
Just throw my shield!
Yes. One dead. Oh, I only have 3 left.
Affirmative.
These things are fucking ugly. Everyone's beautiful. What am I talking about? Oh my God. That one definitely should have hit me. Oh, I'm definitely in a corner right now. I really want you to die.
Firing a high impact shot!
Alright, we got one. Number 2. Done did. We killed him. We got him. We got him in the face. There's more. This has gotta be like the boss fight, right? So, I've sort of talked about the annoying things about the gameplay a little bit, which would probably give the impression that I don't like the combat in this game, which would be giving a false impression. I do generally enjoy battling people in this game, specifically when I look at the transition of gameplay, specifically combat, from the first installment to now. Oh, there's another 2. The first installment to now. The combat in Mass Effect 1 was really clunky. There wasn't really a good flow. It seemed like enemies would sort of appear at random, and there was no real way for you to develop a strategy to attack them. What Mass Effect 2 does really, really well is I feel like there's always some flow in my combat. and I'm able to keep that gameplay flow ramping. Like, I'm constantly making decisions and doing things, even when I have to pull up my wheel and stop. Right now I can switch between weapons, and there's an easy, like, I'm facing against armor, okay, he's got the sniper rifle, she's got this small cannon, hand cannon, I've got this hand cannon, or hit pistol. Mass Effect 1, there was a variety of different weapons, but you only really use 1 or 2 of them, just because of the fire rate. And because you would get upgrades for specific weapons, or that you could apply to specific weapons and not globally. So you would kind of just over-amp one gun that you used all the time. And since there was infinite ammo for everything, there was never really a reason to switch. But in Mass Effect 2, there's ammo now. You can run out of ammo for stuff that's really effective against certain creatures, which is cool, because that means you have to switch out eventually, and you have more of an incentive to try to kill things quickly and more efficiently, because you don't want to run out of ammunition, right? Which is cool. So you're constantly, your brain is constantly going. And the powers have more, I guess, to distill it in one sentence, Mass Effect 1 had a great variety of combat gameplay, but there was no inherent reason to do any of it other than, I like this, I guess I'll do it. It didn't have a real impact on the gameplay, whereas in Mass Effect 2, there is a clear reason why you would want to use specific things in specific scenarios, which I like. It's like solving a math problem. In Mass Effect 1, you have all the numbers available to you, but you always get the right answer. In Mass Effect 2, the numbers now have value. And certain numbers, there are different answers to things, and different ways to approach things. And different combinations can get you to the same answer, but it's about time, effort, and efficiency in the gameplay. I think that made sense. I don't know. But yeah, so generally, I really appreciate the improvements they've made in the combat. I just think that the combat in these games is not the reason why I play it. The reason why I play it is the depth of the characters and the ability to interact with the characters that I get throughout. There was a comp theory, which I can't recall at the moment, but essentially it stated that the longer you spend with someone,
destroy the Mass Effect core. Sounds too easy.
Then we get off the ship.
it does sound too easy. Essentially, the comp theory states the more time you spend with someone and the more interactions you have, the deeper the conversations become, and the wider the breadth of these conversations become. Peel the onion. And that's what I appreciate about Mass Effect 2. Where the more times you go up and interact with the character, the more conversations you get to have, and the deeper you get to know them. Recently, we talked with Samara a couple of different times, and I hadn't had the opportunity to delve into really deep conversations with her before her loyalty mission, because I reached a wall. Like, she had this sort of like stopgap where she didn't want to divulge anymore because she was worried about her daughter. But after that, there's the Reaper IFF. This is going to trigger the next thing, so I'll finish this thought. After that, after we've sort of solved this wall for her, we get the opportunity to have conversations with her more over time. And as I was able to talk with her about a variety of different things, each time I went up to her, I came in knowing this past context about who she is and what she's told me. So I was able to have deeper and deeper conversations and understand her more as a character. So before the loyalty mission, when I wasn't able to converse with her, I had a pretty two-dimensional understanding of who she was, like just very dogmatic Justicar for the Asari that sort of didn't understand Grey or chose not to understand Grey, and I felt averse to that because I don't believe in that. But as I was able to talk to her and understand her culture and why she does that, I understood that in some cases there is a need to have that binary of black and white, and for some people to take that on. And there's not a lot of Justicars, there's only a few. So learning about that was really, really cool, and that's just an example of like the depth that you're able to understand each character. They're not just two-dimensional, and they're not just ripping off exposition. Like, you understand them at the core. I'm gonna pick up this Reaper IFF now.
This must be it.
So this is
Here's the... I'm not gonna say. Here's our Geth friend. Oh no! Oh, he got knocked out, I think. We're gonna save him. I have to take out the Reaper. I somehow forgot about this. Wonder if I can just gain this boy. I think I can. I gotta wait for it to open though, I think. So when it opens, I'm gonna take my nuke, and I'm gonna nuke it. I'm gonna throw it in the microwave, and put it on 1 minute and 30 seconds. Nuke that bad boy. Shoot it input. Not doing my strategy here, so I gotta do that. What's nice is I have a lot of Unity, and what Unity does is it heals me and it heals down to the teammates. I feel like the closer I am with this, the more damage it does. How it works. Nice. His whole lower half just exploded. Oh, it's open? Okay. Kane time.
Hey, me.
Nice. I wonder if that just killed it immediately. Yeah, I think I got it. Nice. Something I just realized is
It
like,
has to be worth something to someone.
I don't know.
We have enough trouble.
Usually, no. We are not leaving this Geth behind. He needs our help.
Tally said no
No
one's
man.
ever captured a Geth intact.
No
You
man
know
left
the rest.
behind.
That's all I'm going to say.
There's
Garrus?
no time for a debate. Move out.
Garrus, I respect you. I respect your decisions. I respect your opinion. I'm saving this Geth. Saving you. Look at how long I've been streaming. Okay, about an hour. So that mission, I think, with me talking and pausing a little bit, probably even less than an hour, because I spent a few minutes at the beginning too. Nice.
We're clear. Go.
Did you notice what they did there? With the sound? We had all of the, like, in-game sound, like, things that were happening. Like the boom, 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 and the score was in the background. But as Shepard jumped and it went into slow motion, we dropped all of the, I'll just say, in-game sound, or, like, the scene sound, and we heard this, like, little sting score, like, that's cool. That's all I have to say. Reaper IFS successfully retrieved loss of Cerberus team on the Reaper vessel. Unfortunate, but unsurprising. We'll use teams health record for comparison against Husk's encounter on Reaper for possible insight into indoctrination and Husk conversion. Experience gained, nice. Use the research computer, cybernetic upgrade. I get plus 40% health. Aw, yeah. Aw, yeah. I'm really squishy right now, so that feels nice. Use the research computer weapon upgrade. Increase damage by 50%. Improve shotguns, heavy shotguns, and assault shotguns. Cool. Sniper rifle. Increase damage by 40%. Okay, I might have to do some probing to get these upgrades. But what I'll need to do probably then, the next two things I need to do. Probe for more upgrade. Platinum, element 0, iridium, and whatever the fourth one is. And then I'll also need to do Legion's loyalty mission.
I think we need to discuss the unique piece of salvage we recovered. For now, we've stored it in Edie's AI core. We need better equipment to fight the Reapers. An intact Geth would be invaluable to Cerberus's cyber weapons division.
We'll have to disagree on that, ma'am. I saw enough of these things on Eden Prime. Space it.
Cerberus has a long-standing cash bounty for an intact Geth. I assure you, the reward is significant.
I want to know why it has a piece of N7 armor strapped to its chest.
Battle trophy, maybe? Would a machine care about that?
No, trophies imply emotions that AIs don't have. I doubt it's more than a convenient field repair.
I've killed hundreds of these things, but I've never had a chance to talk to one. This one tried to communicate with us. Hell, it probably saved our lives.
It did save our
Why?
lives.
Reactivating the Geth is a risk. If you do so, it should be for humanity's best interests, and not your curiosity.
I still think our best interests involve an airlock.
I'm not deciding one way or the other until I know what we've got here. I want to start it up. Interrogate it.
If we activate it, there is no guarantee we can deactivate it again.
Bullets can.
That's not what I...
Thank you, both of you, for your recommendations. I've made my decision.
Tally's gonna freak when she hears about this.
That she
So what
will.
about this Reaper IFF?
I have determined how to integrate it with our systems. However, the device is Reaper technology. Linking it with the Normandy systems poses certain risks.
I trust you, Edie. I know you won't let anything happen to the ship.
Understood, Shepard. It may take several hours before the IFF is ready for shakedown. I will alert you as soon as it is ready.
Sounds good. Until then, it's business as usual. Crew dismissed.
So we need two things happen there. Renegade? What did I say? Two things happen there. First, Legion. Or the Geth. So something that happens with the Geth when you activate them is they have this neural network. So they can basically, since they're AI, they can hack into computer systems like Edie and take control of them. That's what happened on Tally's loyalty mission before I started streaming this. The Geth, basically, enough technology got activated where they started networking and doing machine learning and basically became unstoppable. Which is why they're really, really, really dangerous, especially to activate. But I'm gonna talk to him anyways. I already know what's gonna happen, so I know that I'm willing to take the risks of activating him and interrogating him. And there's like, aside from that, he is clearly speaking and clearly understands who I am, so that's worth, in sort of like a scientific endeavor, understanding that more. Tally's gonna be pissed at me, but it's fine. Second thing is the Reaper IFF. So what we had just learned is that the Reaper, or relearned, is that the Reaper can indoctrinate things. And now we have a piece of Reaper technology that we're gonna install on the ship. Now we need to install it onto the ship because we need the Reaper IFF to be activated to get to the collectors and destroy them. But the dangers that it poses is we don't know what will happen to Edie, our AI, or the ship if we integrate Reaper technology into it. Now, Legion might have an idea for that, I don't know. But what's important to understand is that there is a risk in me choosing to install the Reaper IFF might put the mission and my ship in danger. But it's something it's a risk I have to take right now. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go talk to Legion and activate him. Well, I wonder if I can talk to Tally first. Let's see if that's an option.
Commander.
I'm more interested in just talking for a
I'm
bit.
good, Shepard. Ready for anything.
We'll talk later.
No
Commander.
I'm gonna save. Because I'm not fucking losing everything again. I'm gonna save twice. I'm gonna talk to Joker because he probably has a line or something.
Commander.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
He has nothing
That's
to
it for
say.
now.
See you, Commander.
I think that's like sort of his last line before the end stuff. Like, there's no more things he's gonna say in terms of him and Edie's relationship. I am wearing a suit.
The IFF is nearly installed, Shepard. However, I must test its impact on the
Not when I'm
Normandy
on the ship.
systems. I suggest you take the shuttle to access your next location.
Let's see what I do. Let's do shotgun damage. They're both platinum, of course. Maybe skin weave is palladium. Definitely grabbing that. I'm gonna wait to grab these just because I know that there
Shepard,
will be.
how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Having trouble working between your interruptions and Edie's insistence that insane experiments endanger entire crew. Hard to concentrate. Affecting morale. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Seems that he is focused. Alright, let's go see if I can talk to Tally. Get her opinion.
The IFF is nearly installed, Shepard.
We have a Geth down in the AI core. It makes me a little uneasy. I hope you don't activate him, but you would know best.
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
It's always nice chatting with you.
Don't hit it. I'm pleased that we were able to recover the Reaper IFF, and I've sent Edie all the necessary protocols to get it integrated successfully into Normandy's system. With luck, this will give us the ability to go through the Omega-4 relay and take the fight to the Collectors on our own terms. We don't fade about the intact Geth and your decision to keep it. If you believe that it can be trusted, then go ahead and activate it. Just make sure that Edie adequately protected against any hacking attempts. It's not necessarily the decision I would have made, Shepard, but this is your call. You've already cast a wide net in your recruiting efforts, and if the Geth are willing to fight the Collectors, we use them on the team. I trust you to get the job done, whatever it takes. Thanks, elusive man. I appreciate. Something that's interesting too is there's two people that you get that you can quote unquote activate, but it might be dangerous. Grunt and then Legion. I've never played a game where I don't activate them, but I think it's interesting that there's an option to do one or the other. But I never really see a reason not to recruit someone in these games. Right?
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe later?
I'll let
She
you
has
work.
nothing to say.
Talk to you later.
It's fine. It's fine. She has nothing to say. It's a Geth on board. Runs over there. Alright, let's go. Salvage inactive again. I never see a reason not to recruit people because in my mind it gives me more options for the overall gameplay, right? At any time, once I've recruited someone, I can interact with them and then potentially get a mission and new gameplay, new story. And my goal for all of these games is just to be able to play as much as I can. There have been times in the past, specifically with BioWare, where recruiting someone is a negative. I can't remember his name, but there's a rogue in Dragon Age Origins where eventually, no matter what happens, I believe, he goes against you and tries to kill you, and then you have to kill him there. But that is the only instance where it has been a negative thing to recruit him, and you're still able to like fight him. But even then, it's like, if I didn't recruit him at all to begin with, I wouldn't have had him on missions, I wouldn't have been able to talk with him, and then I would have had that final mission with him. So.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Of course, Shepard. Join me.
Still talking to Cole yet?
Yes. It's still difficult, but he seems less angry. Will you hear my confession, Shepard?
I wouldn't talk to you if I didn't want to hear what you have to say.
When I married Erica, the Hanar let me leave their service to raise a family, but I had no other skills, so I freelanced. When Erica was killed, I pursued those responsible. Once I'd eliminated them, I had no goal. I accepted the Dantiest commission because I didn't know what else to do.
I guess you're lucky we came along when we did.
It was an intervention by the gods. I would have died in that penthouse. I would have fulfilled my contract. If Nasana's guards caught me afterwards, it would have been a good death. But someone else was pushing to reach the target, forcing me to move faster, challenging me. I had to reach her first.
You're alive because I wounded your pride?
Pride is the line between a professional and a thug. Your mission gave me purpose, a cause to die for, a chance to atone. I was able to speak to my son again. I can leave my body in peace.
He's happy.
You've had a hard life. You deserve some peace.
Whatever may happen, my gun is yours.
See, yeah, that was what I was talking about in terms of like getting to know these characters through and through. And that's that sentence he just said right there, like, my gun is yours. Like, he fully trusts me now. And that's a conversation we wouldn't have had at the very beginning because he didn't know me at all. And I invited him in and I let him, you know, say his piece. And we've now formed a tighter bond. And I can feel that as a player, too. I feel closer to Than. I feel like I understand him more and why he does what he does, which is really, really interesting and engaging for me as a player.
How may I help you, Commander?
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
Open the AI core. What's that? Oh, it's just somebody guarding. You go, guard.
I'm turning this thing back on. Be ready.
Aye, aye.
You know?
I have isolated our systems and erected additional firewalls. I am prepared to resist any hacking attempt.
See what we were just talking about. The Geth can hack into other computers. So, firewalls up. Be ready.
Can you understand me?
Yes.
Are you going to attack me?
No.
You said my name aboard the Reaper. Have we met?
We know of you.
You mean I've fought a lot of Geth?
We have never met.
No, you and I haven't. But I've met other Geth.
We are all Geth, and we have not met you. You are Shepard, Commander, Alliance, human, fought heretics, killed by collectors, rediscovered on the old machine.
You seem to know an awful lot about me.
Extranet data sources, insecure broadcasts, all organic data sent out is received. We watch you.
You seem to know an awful lot about
Extranet data sources, insecure broadcasts, all organic data sent out is received. We watch you.
You watch me or you watch organics?
Yes.
Which?
Both.
Old machine. You mean the Reaper?
Reaper, a superstitious title originating with the Protheans. We call those entities the Old Machines.
What do you mean, heretics?
Geth build our own future. The Heretics asked the Old Machines to give them the future. They are no longer part of us. We were studying the Old Machines' hardware to protect our future.
Are the Reapers a threat to you, too?
Yes.
Why would they attack other machines?
We are different from them, outside their plans.
What future are the Geth building?
Ours.
Will anyone else be affected by whatever it is you're doing?
If they involve themselves, they will.
So you aren't allied with the Reapers?
We oppose the Heretics. We oppose the Old Machines. Shepard Commander opposes the Old Machines. Shepard Commander opposes the Heretics. Cooperation furthers mutual goals.
Then I only need to know what to call you.
Geth.
I mean you, specifically.
We are all Geth.
What is the individual in front of me called?
There is no individual. We are Geth.
Operate on
There are currently 1,183 programs active within this platform.
My name is Legion, for we are many.
Well, that seems appropriate.
Christian Bible, the Gospel of Mark, chapter 5, verse 9. We acknowledge this is an appropriate metaphor. We are Legion, a terminal of the Geth. We will integrate into Normandy.
Nice. That's cute.
We anticipate the exchange of data.
Because he only has 3 fingers and we have 5. So it's like we can't really shake hands, I guess. Okay, checking with Tally now. So my journal. Yeah. So Legion's loyalty mission has now activated, so I can do that. Let's try for a bit. Tally Zora Vasnima. Vast Normandy. She's Vast Normandy now. Thoughts about him. I don't think she's gonna have anything more to say.
Shepard,
Yeah.
what can I do for you?
Nothing.
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine.
I'll let you work.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, she doesn't have anything to say. There's literally a gas on board, and she should be like freaking out right now. But oh well, let's go talk to Legion. What was I gonna say? Oh yes, in Mass Effect 1, Geth were the servants of the Reapers. But what we have just learned now is that the Geth that we fought in Mass Effect 1 were quote-unquote heretics, who worshipped the Reaper, much like Saren, who was the big enemy in Mass Effect 1, the big boss guy. He was indoctrinated, so were these heretic Geth. They believed that the Reaper, much like Saren, was like the second or the key to the future that Legion was saying. So there are his number 1183 living Geth who are not heretics. So it seems like a small sect.
Shepard Commander, we have completed our analysis of the Reaper's data core.
Did you find anything useful?
We were sent to the old machine to preserve the Geth's future. We are prepared to reveal how. The Heretics have developed a weapon to use against Geth. You would call it a virus. It is stored on a data core provided by Sovereign. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the old machines is correct.
So why did you need to go to the Reaper Corps?
The Heretics store the code in a quantum storage device Sovereign provided. To find and destroy the virus, we needed to understand its code and data storage structures.
So, the virus would give all Geth the Heretics' logic, and all Geth would then go to war with organics.
Yes, Geth believe all intelligent life should self-determinate. The Heretics no longer share this belief. They judge that forcing an invalid conclusion on us is preferable to a continued schism.
I remember his
I thought
mission
Geth couldn't be hacked or
really
get viruses,
cool too.
at least for more than a few seconds.
Altered programs are restored from archives. New installations are deleted. This heretic weapon introduces a subtle operating error in our most basic runtimes, the equivalent of your nervous system. An equation with a result of 1.33382 returns as 1.33381. This changes the results of all higher processes. We will reach different conclusions.
So the reason they worship the Reapers is a math error?
It is difficult to express. Your brain exists as chemistry, electricity. Like AIs, you are shaped by both hardware and software. We are purely software, mathematics. The Heretics' conclusion is valid for them. Our conclusion is valid for us. Neither result is an error. An analogy. Heretics say 1 is less than 2. Geth say 2 is less than 3.
If it were released, how quickly would this virus spread through your people?
We are networked via FTL buoys. Most would change within a day. Isolated platforms would remain unaffected until they rejoined the network.
Via FTL buoys, faster than light. Most would change within a day. Isolated platforms would remain unaffected until they reach it. So eventually, everyone.
You know where this thing is?
Every Geth
The
would
Heretics headquarters station
return.
on the edge of the terminus. We will provide coordinates. Normandy's stealth systems are necessary to safely approach.
They built stations in the terminus? Where is this thing?
Between stars. Organics have no cause to look there.
But why did they build stations outside Geth territory in the first place?
The Heretics seek improvement from the old machines. In exchange, they help them attack organics. We condemn these judgments.
What's the plan once we get aboard?
The Geth will disrupt their network, prevent the station's defenses from focusing on us. The Reaper data core is physically isolated from the network. We will need to be escorted to it to access and destroy the data.
What defenses should we expect?
In space, none. Within, mobile platforms of various configuration and non-sentient defense turrets.
How many Geth?
There may be billions of individual programs. Fortunately, most will be uploaded to the central computer. Only a few mobile platforms are maintained at any time. Others are manufactured when needed.
See, this is what I was talking about earlier with, like, knowing more about the mission before going. I feel like a lot of times there's no option for Shepard to talk to the person, or talk to the person giving the mission to understand what kinds of enemies we'll be facing. Right now, right now, what Legion is telling me, and what I understand, is that there's gonna be non-sentient defense turrets, which I've faced before, which will probably have shields, and then Geth troopers, which also work on shields. And I can then, okay, I'm mostly going to be facing Geth in these turrets, so what is good against that? AI hacking, drones, AI hacking, well, I definitely have to bring Legion on this mission. But my list of like 10 or so companions I can bring on this mission dwindles down because there's certain people that are really good in this fight. That will be really good in this fight. One is Tally, for sure. Garrus, probably. He has Overload. Anyone with Overload, basically. But I want that AI hacking. And I want people good against armor. So I want to bring Tally, because she's good in the fights. But also, she'll be really cool in this mission, specifically, because Quarians invented or created the Geth. And that's a huge conflict in the Mass Effect series of, like, the Quarians getting booted from their homeworld once Geth became sentient and wanting to go back and retake their homeworld, which will be a big decision in Mass Effect 3, I'm pretty sure. All that to say, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna stop them.
I won't let them brainwash your race, especially not to worship Reapers. You have my word on that.
We will begin preparations.
Another thing that happens. Once I start the Reaper IFF mission and I recruit Legion, and this is only after having played the game a few times, once I do those things, a clock starts. And every mission I do, I believe it's about 2 or 3, it will trigger an event in the game where the collectors come on board, or they take my crew. I can't remember if that happens every single time. But what becomes important is the number of missions, and specifically the number of elusive man screens that I see, which happen at the end of missions. If I choose not to go after my crew after the collectors come on board, they die when I go and take the fight to them. But if I do go immediately, or within the mission allotment, then I can save them. I think I have a good
Commander,
understanding
you've
of that.
received a new message at your private terminal.
Kelly, you're a big old liar.
How may I help you, Commander?
There are no
Is
new
there anything
messages
I
at
should
my
know?
private terminal.
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
It's always nice chatting with you.
Fuel at 1/2 capacity.
Smells good. That's okay. Alright. I think we're gonna take a quick 2-minute break to use the restroom. Before I start Legion's mission. I'm gonna try to go to 8:30. And if I'm about to finish the mission, you know, I'll finish it out. But if I'm not close, I'll save and come back to this tomorrow. Cool. Enjoy some fun space and sci-fi tunes, y'all. Be right back. are back. I used the restroom. Got a bubbly. Gonna play some Mass Effect. Life is good. Life is good. Let's dock. Gonna take out these heretic Geth. Gonna take out this heretic Geth. Gonna take out the heretic Geth. Gonna take Tally and Legion. Cause it's a cool story thing. Hell yeah, Tally. Come on down. Come on. Come on down, Tally. AI hacking. Kinetic barriers. Power to boost your shields. That's so cool. He also has Geth Assassin, Legion expert at disassembling organics and synthetics alike, increase weapon damage, or redundant system serves critical functions, increasing its health, weapon damage or health. Let's do weapon damage. So I'm at max level, so nothing. Let's give Shockwave an upgrade. Let's get it! Let's get it! Let's get it!
You know it's just our heat emissions that are hidden, right? They could look out a window and see us coming.
Windows are structural weaknesses. Geth, do not use them. Approach the hull at these coordinates. Access achieved. We may proceed.
Look at that animation. So you can see the skeleton under him.
Alert. This facility has little air or gravity. Geth require neither.
Won't we be detected? Don't they have intrusion alarms?
Sensors have been reduced. We have infiltrated their wireless network and filled the data storage with random bits.
And that helps us how?
The Heretics must scrub this junk data. They have partitioned themselves into local networks, working in parallel. Any alarm we trigger will not go beyond the room we are in. Only accessing the main core will trigger a station-wide alert.
We've got a job to do. Let's get to it.
Shepard, Commander. We concluded that destruction of the station was the only resolution to the heretic question. There is now a second option. Their virus can be repurposed. If released into the station's network, the heretics will be rewritten to accept our truth.
Either way, these Geth won't be a problem anymore. But Shepard, think about this. If you rewrite these Geth, they'll join the others. Legion's Geth will be stronger. Can we trust them not to attack us in the future?
They're your people, Legion. You must have an opinion.
This is new data. We have not yet reached consensus. We will process as the mission proceeds.
Why didn't you mention this before we came aboard?
We did not know the virus was complete. It is. It can be used against the true Geth at any time. Our arrival was timely.
Rewriting is unethical. I'm basically telling these sentient life form that their belief system is null and I'm basically brainwashing these heretics. But there's an argument to be made that they were brainwashed by the Reapers. So, but what they believe isn't necessarily wrong, but you know they are trying to kill me.
This isn't the time to debate it. Let's move while the heretics are distracted.
So it's like it's a difficult scenario because if these were replace AI with humans, humans are believing one thing, and we are going to force this new belief on them, and they will believe it, right? Oh, gotta go downstairs. So, because I'm facing Geth, most likely, I'm going to have shotgun, rifle, and then my locust here.
The Geth are inactive. Maybe we can sneak past them.
Interrupting data streams will alert local network. We recommend preemptive strikes against Heretics powers. Contact below.
So, preemptive strikes, nice. So basically they're all shut down. They're all gonna be like deactivated until I cross one of these green barriers.
Resources to the Geth hubs. We could salvage them for supplies.
We can assume control of any defensive turret. They will assist us briefly, then self-destruct.
Opted for that. It's a little loud, I think. So because I opted for Legion's combat damage over health, he's a little bit weaker. So that's why I think he's dying a little bit quicker than usual. Combat. I guess these guys are up here.
Hostile spotted.
I wonder if I need to just run back. See, because I'm not exiting combat right now, Legion's not coming up, and I want him to. Because I have to fight these guys two against one. Unity and get him up again. Then I wonder if this turret, since I didn't use it, is like making it so I'm still in combat mode. So yeah. Let's see, this is an interesting thing here that's happening. Essentially, I have to choose my preemptive strikes and what happens. Is there glass here? It's not.
High malfunction, severe damage.
she did. Shepard, you fucking idiot. When he gets out of cover, he doesn't go back in cover. He's fucking dumb. Oh my god, he right there.
Backup systems engaged.
You can't jump over this thing?
My shield.
She got the AI hack off. Stasis. Okay, good. I'm in a much better position now. Much better. I feel like I'm in a good spot to take care of the rest of these guys without having to necessarily bring my boys back into the fight. Shit. Careful. They're coming again. He's coming straight for me. As I killed the shield. Yeah, nice. Oh, that's Legion. Tally is less against all this stuff than I thought she would be. Oh, I could have blown that up. Wait a minute. Blowing that up deactivates the security? I wonder if there's a way to, like... Oh, in that room. So if I wake up one, it wakes up both. That's interesting. AI hacking. Eat that. Too many gel, nice. I like all this floating debris here. I haven't updated. See, and this is so now that I know, or now because I knew that we were infiltrating a Geth base and only going to be facing Geth and other AI, I doubled down on the AI hacking. So now I have a multitude of abilities that deal with AI, apart from Shepard's biotic abilities. This is what I want from the rest of the missions and the combat. It's like the ability to come in prepared, which I feel like a lot of the times I do not. And I just have to guess when I'm going to be fighting. You know, that's something. A game I recently started playing, Witcher 3, does this really well because it gives you a really detailed codex on the oh shit. Really detailed information on the kinds of things you're going to be fighting and the beasts that you'll be fighting and what potions and swords and stuff work effectively against them. So you can prepare for that fight. And you feel like an incentive to learn about the game and like what is good against what and what things have weaknesses to what, kind of like in Pokemon, you know? Like you'll have It's like your designated hitter in baseball. I'm doing way too many metaphors. It's like your designated hitter in baseball, right? He's not in the field and up at bat. He's only up at bat because that's what he's good at. And if you have someone who's really good at one thing, you don't place him in both areas. Because in one thing, he's going to be half as effective as somebody else. I've said my piece on that. Moving on. Legion legit scares me every time I turn around and I think it's an enemy. That's crazy. I've fought so many Geth in my time.
They've seen.
Oh shit. Well, that didn't do anything.
Contact.
Oh my god, this is...
This should come in handy.
Yeah, the shield strength. I can upgrade Legion stuff. Save real quick. Just cane them. These two Geth hunters. Oh my god. Where did you come from? So dead, so dead. I guess there's another group on the other side. Yeah, I wonder if I can just like cane one of them. Just to get them out of my stuff. I'm pretty sure there's not a lot left of this mission, so I'm gonna try to finish it out before I end the stream, but if not, we'll see how I'm feeling. I'm doing okay right now. this second one is. Is it around the corner here? It is around the corner. So the hard part here is there's 2 Geth hunters over there, and then oh shit. Whoopsies. So I gonna have to deal with these guys pretty quickly. This fucker. This guy's
Target contact.
Uh-oh, he right there. Yeah, I'm dead. Fucking dead. So dead! I triggered the alarm. I stepped back too much. Something I need to do is start exporting some of these to my external hard drive, because I'm recording everything locally and also streaming. So I need to find some more space. Okay, yeah, so there's this other group here, which is arguably weaker. So I think I could take these guys out pretty quickly. Let's just do it.
Hostiles.
Hell yeah. Alright, they're all dead now. I love it. It's such a fun thing. And now I can just worry about what's in front of me. This guy's just coming right. Is right there. Thank you. Nice. I literally get faked out every time. And I think he is an enemy. What happened? Uh-oh. That's okay. I'll eat him.
Processors.
This isn't like the other hubs we've seen here.
This is a database. It contains a portion of the Heretics' accumulated memories. Wait. We discovered copies of our current patrol routes in this database. This suggests the Heretics have runtimes within our networks.
This suggests the Heretics have runtimes within our networks.
We wouldn't be here if the Heretics wanted to be friends with the Geth. Why wouldn't they spy on you?
You do not understand. Organics do not know each other's minds. Geth do. We are not suspicious.
They're networked.
We accept each other. The Heretics desired to leave. We understood their reasons. We allowed it. There was peace between us.
It couldn't have lasted forever. You disagreed about what path your race should take.
Human history is a litany of blood shed over differing ideals of rulership and afterlife. Geth have no such history. We shared consensus on such things. How could we have become so different? Why can we no longer understand each other? What did we do wrong?
It's not your fault.
When individuals are separated, they develop in different ways. When they get back together, they don't always get along.
If this is the individuality you value, we question your judgment. This topic is irrelevant. We must return to the mission.
Have you reached a decision about whether to rewrite the Heretics or not?
We are still trying to build consensus. Some processes judge destruction preferable, others rewrite.
Let's keep moving.
Yes.
It's a tricky question. It's a tricky question. Here it is. Here's the last. Is there a final fight? There must be.
This is it?
Yes, we will upload a copy of our runtime into the core. It will delete all copies of the virus. When complete, it will notify us. The indexing operation will take time. The Heretics will respond with force to our upload. We must hold this room. We can override some of the station's internal systems to defend us. Are you ready to begin?
You can override these like you did the earlier turrets. They can help defend our position.
Correct. In addition to the turrets around us, there are others on the mainframes below. Indicate which you want activated, and we will program them. Yes, indicate which you want activated, and I will reprogram them. Alert. This will only last a few seconds.
Wait, I want to scout the area first.
Ready. Begin the upload now.
Start your upload, Legion. We'll defend this position.
File transfer begun. Shepard Commander, where would you like us to activate defenses? Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms. Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms. Acting your target.
They've seen us.
We are tasked.
See, I targeted the ones closer to me because, like I said, I'm good at medium to long range, so I want things that can kill things that are closer to me. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'll do this. I'll try this one or two more times, but then I might break until tomorrow because this is taking a bit of mental thinking, and I don't know if I have that right now.
Begin the upload now.
Start your upload, Legion. We'll defend this position.
File transfer begun. Shepard Commander, where would you like us to activate defenses? Alert. Heretic runtimes download. Acknowledged. Overriding your target. Alert. Heretic runtimes downloading to mobile platforms.
Like Bloons tower defense. Stop getting up. Piece of shit. This guy's still behind me. He is. This is a tricky one. She's tricky. Tricky. Kinda have to like fight on both sides right now. Which is why it's tricky. I'm glad I have all this AI hacking.
Enemy hit. Target eliminated.
Did I do it? It can't be it. There's no way. There's no way. It's still uploaded.
Uploaded to mobile platforms.
Abundant man.
What I like about the AI hacking is that it turns off an enemy and it gets them focused on something else, which I really appreciate. Fuck. Take cover, Shepard. Piece of shit. Just want this guy dead. Cool.
One down.
I'm assuming there's gonna be one more wave of things. I am out of my little thing here. Go back. That not doing anything. Got him. Is that it? I hope that's it. I really hope that's it. It's not it.
Shield to fail.
This is bad. I need to spend my health here to get the fuck out. Yeah, so sort of my strategy, I think, is like I kind of need to like deal with one side first and like really get them low so I can sort of hack them until into submission. And I really want to be hacking these guys if I can. Because that distracts a good amount of them. It's like 4 waves of this, it's insane.
Target processed.
Nice. Is that it? I did it!
Data mining and analysis complete. Shepard Commander, it is time to choose.
Yeah.
Do we rewrite the Heretics?
No. I just finished the mission. I'm not done with the game yet. No. I just finished this mission. I'm not done with the stream either.
You don't have any trouble wiping out your own people.
I will be ready
Every sapient has the
momentarily.
right to make their own decisions. The Heretics chose a path that prohibits coexistence.
That is
doesn't
true.
make sense. If they have the right to make their own decisions, how can you suggest brainwashing them to accept your way?
We stated the option exists. We did not endorse it. It is Shepard Commander's decision.
What's to stop them from using the virus later to change themselves back?
We will delete the virus after using it. We judge it too dangerous to allow its existence.
Why are you letting me make this decision? They're your people.
We are conflicted. There is no consensus among our higher order runtimes. 573 favor rewrite, and 571 favor destruction. Shepard Commander, you have fought the Heretics. You have perspective we lack. The Geth grant their fate to you.
So, big decision here. Let's walk through it. The Heretics are the people, they've killed so many, so many humans, so many other people. And we don't know this for a fact, but we have reason to believe that much like Saren, we're indoctrinated by the Reapers. So basically, these big old machines came in, they kind of like, to put it in a different way, kind of controlled them in an unhealthy way, gaslit them almost, in order to make them martyrs for them and to have them killed. So there's an argument to be made that they did not make the decision healthily to fight all these people, engage in these wars, etc., etc. So there's an argument to be made they were forced into the way of life they are now. But the answer to that right now is either we kill the Heretics who are about to inject this code into the rest of the Geth, or we rewrite them. Because they are AI, there's a way for us to go into their code and undo the brainwashing that happened. But there's also like, is that right? Is that wrong? We're basically doing what the Reapers did to them to undo what the Reapers did to them. So it's sort of like cyclical. In my opinion right now, I think, given the options, we rewrite them. I think based on my view of like the gaslighting, the Reapers using potentially another virus to infect these heretics, that we should give them what they were never able to do to begin with, which is to make an informed decision about who they want to be. And that was taken from them when the Reapers came. So I'm going to rewrite them.
If they're rewritten, your people will accept them back? Will they even want to go back?
They will agree with our judgments in return. We will integrate their experiences. All will be stronger.
Take them then. When we get control of the core, release the virus.
Acknowledged.
I believe in my other playthrough, when I did a little bit more Renegade, I killed them.
Note, remote access via high-gain transmission required.
What does that mean?
The virus will be sent to heretics in nearby star systems. This station will broadcast a powerful electromagnetic pulse through FTL channels.
How powerful?
Yield in excess of 1.21 petawatts. Alert. EM flux will be hazardous to unshielded organic forms. Addendum. The interior of this station is not shielded.
I really wish you'd said that before. Back to the ship. Double time, people. They've seen us.
In hindsight, rather than doubling up with Tally, I actually think having someone with overload would have been really, really helpful in this situation. Now I have to... The trouble I'm having is getting their shields down fast enough so that then I can hack them. If I had an overload person, their shield would just be like that, done. My only way to deal with big groups is to kind of like singularity them. Also don't have Garrus's knockback. I did it for the story. She only really... You get one of these guys on my side. Alright, we did it. Okay, go ahead, get up. 53 seconds, get up, get it, go. Hell yeah. We made it out. Updated that. Cool. Rewriting of Geth Heretics will make main Geth faction more powerful. Given perception of Reapers, they may be possible allies through long-term cooperation, though long-term remains unlikely. Regardless, data recovered from Geth Station offered valuable insight. Legion is committed to the mission, Shepard, to help with Geth Heretics. Awesome. Geth shield boost. New outfit for Legion. Squad member. Plus 50% shield strength. Hell yeah, Legion. Hell yeah. That's what I like to see.
Chat with Legion? You better get down to the AI core.
I'm on it, Joker.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here. I caught Legion scanning my Omni tool. It was going to send data about the flotilla back to the Geth.
Creators performed weapons tests and were discussing plans to attack us. We believed it necessary to warn our people.
We already made the Geth stronger by rewriting the ones that worship the Reapers. I won't let Legion endanger the fleet by giving them more information.
Creator Talizora acts out of loyalty to her people. She was willing to be exiled to protect them. We must also protect our people from the Creator threat.
You can't let this happen, Shepard. I trusted you, and I worked with a Geth on the team, but this is too much.
Tali, your father was running brutal experiments. If the subjects had been human, I'd damn well be telling the Alliance about it.
I know. But if the Geth find out...
They'd attack, which would cause a war that would leave both the Geth and the Quarians vulnerable when the Reapers show up. Is that what you want, Legion?
We believed it was necessary to relay the information.
Sooner or later, you're both gonna have to stop fighting this war. Or we'll all end up paying for it.
Nice.
To facilitate unit cohesion, we will not transmit data regarding Creator plans.
Thank you, Legion. I understand your intention. What if I gave you some non-classified data to send?
We would be grateful.
Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm ready to... I'm gonna close up. Okay. Double save, always double save. Okay. So, we had a fun little time here. We did our Reaper IFF mission, and then we... Reaper IFF, and then we had Legion. Legion's loyalty mission, where we decided to rewrite the Geth, which was cool. So hopefully that means the Geth are stronger for Mass Effect 3, and I also don't want the Quarians and the Geth to engage in a battle. So I'm gonna make that decision in Mass Effect 3. Next time, tomorrow, we will do some Normandy upkeep, get those biotic upgrades, maybe do some probing before starting the last mission to end this game and get to Mass Effect 3. It's been fun. I've had a great time. Let's find some place to send you all. Thanks for coming.